I already know that this video alone will get at least 5 people one extra 5K deal in the next 7 days. So if you want to be one of those people, then keep watching this video, because this video is not to sell you on some fancy new outreach system, content system and whatnot to get high level individuals to pay for your services, but rather it is revealing what actually sells. It is not trying to show you a Loom strategy or a networking strategy that is just completely made up and just looks nice. I am literally just documenting of how I sign clients 5K plus deals with Instagram, Calendly, and WhatsApp only. So this video is specifically for you if you have a B2C service-based business or a B2B service-based business and you're one of these two types of people. So you're either a coach or consultant who is selling to entrepreneurs, sales reps, high-level business owners. For example, you are selling fitness coaching, mindset coaching, sales coaching, speaking coachings, whatever, right? Or you are a B2B service-based business owner, again, who is selling to these higher-level individuals, coaches, consultants, agencies. Let's say you are an agency owner, right? So if you have a growth operating agency, YouTube agency, sales, ads, client success, recruitment agency, then this video is going to be for you. Now, I want to be super clear that this video is not for you if you're selling B2C to poor 9-to-5ers. So if you're selling to people who are just getting into online business or not even in online business to begin with, then this will likely be harder and some variation of this will work, but I will make a different video. Don't watch this video, please. So, because you will need higher volume likely for these things, more content, more exposure, right? So this is only relevant for people who want to work with the absolute dream clients of theirs, because whenever someone gets into the online info space, they start out selling to 9-to-5ers, and you quickly realize that 9-to-5ers are very difficult to work with, and the success rate is just not that great. So you want to be working with business owners. Let's say you're an Amazon FBA coach. You want to be working with people who already are running an Amazon FBA business. If you are a business coach, then you likely want to be working with people who already have a business. Or if you're an agency owner, then you don't want to be working with people who are just starting their own business, but rather they already have some traffic, they have some traction, right? Now, I'm going to be first explaining why this strategy works, then the tech stack and the things that you need to make this work, and then I'm going to be showing you a couple of examples, right? Now, if you are interested as to what I do, I myself own a growth partner agency, so I fall into this category over here. If you want to check out what I do and potentially even book a call with me, if this sounds interesting, then go down below, check out the first link with my VSL landing page, all those kinds of things. But let's go into why this networking outreach strategy even works. It works because it is based on reality. It works because it's not based on some fiction, a nice Miro board like I'm showing you over here, but because it's based on reality. You see, whenever you meet someone, you promise them a certain thing. Let's say that even when you're reaching out, there is an implied promise in what you ask of the person, because the promise could be that you will buy their service because they see a client in you or a potential lead in you, right? And then you would deliver on that promise. Now, the key here is obviously to deliver bigger than what you promise, but how are you able to get people to believe your promises, even to entertain a relationship? Because if they believe that you will never be able to deliver, then they will never trust your promises. And the way that you do that is by always starting with small promises. So this can be DMing someone. This can be asking them a question. This can be telling them that, hey, by the way, I have a video editor and I've seen that you wanted to hire a video editor. Let me connect you guys, right? Like, it's a small promise. There's no financial payment transaction, but the person gets you to believe more. And then you use the trust that you have built with this endeavor to build on the next one, to build on the next engagement where you can make a bigger promise. And since you have over-delivered, because you're a good service provider and a good person to work with, therefore, when you promise bigger, they will not be surprised because your delivery already exceeded your promise last time. And if you promise a new thing, it is already bigger. So let's say that I promise you to scale you to 15K per month, right? But I scale you to 35K per month instead. Now then, if I promise you that, hey, I'm going to scale you to 70K, then you will likely believe me because I have already shown you that I can scale you to 35K. And it is just literally just duplicating that process, right? So it makes it more likely if you over deliver. If you just deliver exactly what is in the contract, well, that's That's going to be a difficult situation because you cannot make bigger promises that smoothly and that effectively and that effortlessly. Okay, so this is why it works. Now, what is the tech stack that I use to sign 5K clients? Well, it's Instagram, where I send up to 8 new outreaches per day. Yeah, that's it. And I get a 30 to 50% reply rate. A lot of people are sending hundreds of messages. No, I don't. Then I use a Calendly to schedule those calls in. I schedule about 1 to 2 calls per day. And then I use WhatsApp that either leads to a 5K close or a WhatsApp lead. Couple of screenshots because people like social proof. So there you go. So that is my Wise because I typically like to use Wise. I don't know why people use Stripe with all those fees, but anyways, let me actually show you a couple of examples of these because I want you to show you the action of how this makes sense and why these instances work. I don't just want to be showing you like random theory, but rather let's go through these one by one. So first, I'm going to be showing you how I signed Clay. Obviously, the guy, I took him from 70K to 25K. Then we took Ollie from 18K to 60K and Alex from 15K to 55K. And all of these leads, if these look like your ICP, so people that have money, have problems, and they're looking for your solution. So again, if you're one of these, then you can sell these people. Then this is going to be super valuable for you because I don't think anyone is revealing how they are actually signing clients. Everyone is just freaking selling you their stuff. So let's start with Clay. So obviously I saw Clay's profile and I wanted to connect with him because I saw that he is focusing mainly on YouTube. And so I asked him, Yo G, how much have you helped clients generate from YT? Might have some opportunity if there's a fit, because I was actually connected with someone who was looking for a YouTube channel. So what I did here is that I got in contact with him with a true need, with a true way that he can support. And that makes him super likely to respond, right? So let's say that even if you're selling fitness coaching, if you need any advice, any tips on YouTube, or you have a friend who owns an agency who might need YouTube services, then you can easily establish a connection with a high-level individual by just simply being useful to them in their ecosystem, in the marketplace, right? And then Clay answered, okay, then I asked if this is a done for you, done with you DIY service. He said it's a done for you. And I was like, okay, makes sense. I brought up which client of mine who can gain from this support that he gives people. There you go. Then he sent the Calendly. We booked in with his Calendly. Then we went over possible opportunities in terms of who he is connected with, who I am connected with. Now from here, I did not force a close, and here's why. You see, there is a certain amount of people that you can actually sell to at any given moment in time. And there is an even bigger group of people who you could potentially sell to in the future. And you don't necessarily want to be losing out on these leads just because they are not in that stage. And then when you push them, then they will be repelled and they will feel weird and you will never be able to sell them ever again. So what I do is, obviously, I just connect with someone within this group, leads that I could potentially sell, not necessarily right now though, right? And then I start asking about, okay, where are you, by the way? Like, first of all, where are you in business? Where are you in your network? Are you here? Are you maybe here? Are you looking for actively for solutions to problems in your business, or are you not? Because even if someone's not currently looking for solutions, they might know someone that could have a community of people around them, or they might know someone that is actively looking for a solution. So in Clay's case, I just wanted to establish, okay, where are you even, right? And then we went into a call, then we connected over WhatsApp, and then we had further conversations in which he also connected me with other people within his network, right? That are here, and other places. And then he messaged me this, that, yo, I saw your 1K offer. Would you want to be hopping on a call for me to check it out? There you go. I'm not sure if it was 1K. It was that intro offer you did for Martin. I believe it was, or something. There you go. And then he booked in another call, and then we talked about it, and then he signed. So what about Ollie? So in Ollie's case, I reached out to his business partner. Ollie didn't actually respond. So there you go. It's actually fine if people don't respond. Doesn't mean that they won't work with you unless you are not destroying your reputation with them completely, right? So in this case, I was asking Ethan where he was, because I was actually looking for a spot to visit. Like, I was actually traveling around. So he was Bangkok. Now that I mentioned, I was asking about the network because I was curious as to, are people actually in Bangkok? I didn't actually know at the time. He said yes. Then I said that I also saw that he is working with setters, training setters and whatnot. And I do need setters in my agency, as I work with online coaches and people who actually do need setters. And then he told me that, yeah, it could be interesting. All right, let's connect. Then we got on a connection call. And guess what? Again, I did not pitch him. I tried to establish, okay, is he a person that will buy or that maybe just knows people that could buy? One thing that is super powerful in these instances is guest coaching calls. If you're a true expert in what you do, if you're a fitness consultant, if you are a mindset coach, if you are a client success manager and whatnot, if you're a true expert, then asking people if they have communities where you could hold guest coaching calls just for you to gain exposure and for them to over deliver to their community, well, that is one of the most powerful ways to build a good relationship and to connect with someone. And yeah, I mean, in this case, I established where they are. I did not hold a guest coaching call in this specific instance, but rather I just gave them my systems because I was like, you guys could use it. Let me actually show you what I do with my Slack automations, what I do with my Setter EODs and all these things. And then obviously Ethan messaged me, yo bro, my business partner and I just went through the recording together, definitely up to jump on a call. And then they signed. There you go. Then we built the relationship. I promised them something, then I delivered, then I promised, then I delivered, and then trust was built consequently. So what about Alex over here? We took him from 15K to 55K, and Alex, well, in this case, this was a little bit quicker because we just hopped on a call and then I closed him. But here's how it went down. So how are you coaching people is the course of one-on-one. So this is a qualification question. Yeah, we have a mastermind. Are you trying to get into Airbnb? Da, da, da. And then I obviously told him the truth because I'm not here to bait and switch people, but I'm here to let people know that, hey, I see opportunity. You can read through this if you want to pause the video and whatnot. But yeah, then I sent him a video in which I was describing to him a funnel strategy. So a free course funnel recommendation from a similar entrepreneur. So I just analyzed a similar entrepreneur. It was something like, yo, here's your opt-in. Then you can send people to a free course funnel. And when they opt in, they get redirected via email. You know, you have your email inbox over here and they get redirected to the free funnel. Then you can have their phone number and then you can call them. So let's say that this is a phone. So it was just a recommendation of a funnel like this for him. And I told him, let me know your thoughts. Let me share here quickly. Thought of this one, whatnot. Great. This looks great. Do you know how to build this through Squarespace? There you go. That's the conversation. And then I signed him. So what this was based on is also small promises and then small delivery. This is not about creating a 5-minute Loom video that no one will watch or assuming that you know the core problems of a business, but rather this is staying on the level at which you are with the person and actually offering them something valuable. Because one thing that I see is that without even knowing someone, you try to guess their core problem. So what you see is this, right? And you try to guess their core problem. It just does not work. And you will come over as a salesperson, a slimy sales guy. Right. So anyways, if you like this video and if you like the concepts that I talk about here, feel free to explore my landing page just down below, watch my VSL, book in a call with me, or message me on Instagram because I would be more than happy to connect and also deliver you guys some over delivery, from my promises. So yeah, that should be it. Have a good day. I hope this was helpful and that it will help at least 5 people sign one extra 5K deal within the next 7 days. I mean, if it doesn't have to happen, I don't know what you guys are doing, but yeah, anyways, bye-bye.